Bienvenidos. Gracias por regresar. Thanks for coming back. So as you see here, here with my mom.
Hi.
We're in my mom's kitchen, and today we're going to be making some ceviche de camarón. So I'm excited. This is a recipe that we both do the same. I learned it from my mom. It's going to be awesome. So here are our shrimp. So we have our camarones. El camarón, los camarones. I'm going to hand these off to my mom to start off with first. She's going to start peeling them. Of course, we're going to start peeling the camarones. So we're going to be making ceviche de camarón today. As you will notice with a lot of Mexican cuisine, we do use a lot of the same type of ingredients over and over in different ways, pero they taste delicioso. So we're going to start. So you saw the shrimp. So we're going to practice how to say shrimp in Spanish. So el camarón. Let's practice. El camarón. El camarón. Muy bien. Now let's practice the plural form. Los camarones. Los camarones. Muy bien. Our next ingredient that goes in our ceviche is our cucumber. So depending on what cucumber you buy, it could be different. It could range from 2 to 6, depending on the size of your cucumber and how many you're going to use in the recipe. I will put the recipe down below, but we have el pepino. So let's practice. El pepino. El pepino. El pepino. Muy bien. Our next ingredient that we're going to be working with is cilantro. El cilantro. El cilantro. El cilantro. Muy bien. Right here we have our onion, la cebolla. La cebolla. La cebolla. Muy bien. Here we have our chile serrano. Of course, we have to have our spiciness in our ceviche. We have our chile serrano. Let's practice. Chile serrano. Chile serrano. Chile serrano. Muy bien. Then we have here our tomato. Of course, we've learned that there's 2 different ways to say tomato in Espanol. For us Mexicans, we say el jitomate. Let's practice. El jitomate. El jitomate. El jitomate. We also have our other way, el tomate. El tomate. El tomate. Muy bien. One of our main ingredients in this dish is our limón verde. So this is what's going to marinate and cook the shrimp. We're not going to boil it. We're actually going to use the acidity of the shrimp, of the lime, to cook the shrimp in this dish. Delicioso. So let's practice. El limón. El limón. El limón. Muy bien. Now, we top off our ceviche actually with some avocado. You can't go wrong with some good avocados. So, avocados in Spanish. El aguacate. El aguacate. El aguacate. Perfecto. Now, we have our salt and our pepper. Of course, these go hand in hand in many dishes. So we have la sal. La sal. La sal. Muy bien. And we have our pimienta. La pimienta. La pimienta. La pimienta. Perfecto. And we have here what gives the ceviche some more flavor is our clamato, which is our tomato juice. So we use clamato. Clamato. Let's practice one more time. Clamato. We also, my mom adds ketchup to it, just a little. Gives it a good tomato flavor to the ceviche. It'll add good flavor. So just, I'll add the measurements down below in the recipe, but we do have ketchup. In Spanish, ketchup, we actually have a different word, cátsup. 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 Muy bien. And then, of course, you can't have your ceviche without buying tostadas. That's where we're going to be putting the ceviche onto a tostada and eating it. So don't forget to buy your tostadas. Let's practice. La tostada. La tostada. La tostada. Perfecto. As you see over here, my mom has been peeling the shrimp. So don't forget, you're going to be peeling all of the shrimp. You see right here, so peel, to peel in Spanish, pelar. So we're going to practice pelar. Let's practice pelar, pelar, pelar. Muy bien, so we're going to be working on that. All right, so my mom and I, we finished peeling all of our shrimp. So that was step one. So after peeling all of the shrimp, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the shrimp, we're gonna cut them up into smaller pieces. You wanna make sure that you do this step first, because after we cut up the shrimp, los camarones, we're gonna be putting the lime juice, and they have to marinate in the lime juice for an hour, at least an hour, so that way the shrimp can cook in that acid. The acidity. So we're gonna get that started. All right, so as you see here, my mom is continuously cutting up the shrimp, pretty little tiny pieces. When making ceviche, you have to think about the smaller, the better. So I've been squeezing some fresh lime juice over there. I'm gonna be adding the lime juice. Now, before adding your lime juice, you want to make sure that you take out all of the seeds if you freshly squeeze the lime. But we're going to continue to work on the shrimp. All right, so we finished cutting up the shrimp. We added the salt and the lime juice. So as you notice here, we're going to let the shrimp marinate. Some of them are actually already turning pink, so that means they are cooking. So what we're going to do to this shrimp, lime, salt, pepper mixture is add the onion. After we add the onion, we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it marinate for an hour. So it's gonna cook, it's gonna have that awesome flavor in nuestros camarones. Good, so we're gonna be working on that, and then we will also be working on cutting up the rest of the veggies. So you see here, this is a lot of ceviche. We are actually doubling the ceviche, because we're gonna have some family over, we're gonna eat together, but I will have that recipe for you. If you wanna double it, because you wanna make some more, then just double that recipe, but this is a lot of ceviche. So we're gonna be working on cutting up those veggies. Again, when you're cutting up those veggies, the smaller the pieces, the better. All right, so we're still cutting up the veggies. My mom has been mixing the onion and the shrimp in the lime mixture. So as we're kind of talking, she throws a curveball at me and tells me that she adds some canned jalapeños into the mix, which I didn't know. So she's keeping secrets from me again, but you all get to know. So tenemos los jalapeños, nuestros jalapeños. So she's gonna chop them up into the lime mixture. These won't be too spicy, but it does give great flavor. So now we know, we add the canned jalapeños. Don't worry, I will add that to the recipe down below. All right, so we have our two different mixtures here. We have our veggies over here, and then we have our shrimp mixture over here. So we're gonna be mixing them together after we've marinated our shrimp for an hour. You'll see the difference in color. But we're gonna add it all together and va a estar delicioso. So we're gonna be putting all of this together. So we're gonna mix it. Don't forget, we still have two more ingredients, dos ingredientes más para añadir. We're gonna be putting squeeze of ketchup, so about a tablespoon of ketchup onto this, and then our tomato juice, our clamato. Of course, you can use any type of tomato juice. We prefer clamato for the flavor purposes for us, but we're going to be adding those. So here we are, completely mixed. So we're going to be adding the two other ingredients. So we're going to add the couple squeezes of ketchup. I'll put the measurements down below. Again, we don't measure things. Always hard to get recipes from my mom. Eyeballing everything, it's annoying. Always have to figure it out, but here we are. We're going to be mixing everything, and then we're going to make a couple of tostadas. Okay, so we're mixing those. I have two different types of tostadas here. So right here, One of them has mayo. You can find your tostadas de ceviche with mayo, how I like them. And then I also have one without mayo. That's how my mom likes it. So we're going to be putting the ceviche on there. You can load it up however much you want. You can see the juices flowing. So we have that up top, and then we're gonna garnish it with some aguacates that are already pre-cut. Perfect. Now we like spicy, so we're actually gonna be putting hot sauce on top of it and some extra salt, even though it might already be salty enough, but we always add more hot sauce and more salt. So here we go to our hot sauce. Delicioso. So we're gonna continue eating our ceviche. It's delicioso. Thank you for joining us today. Adios.